Wearing my cream, or should I say my butter creams in anticipation for the butter drop this weekend. Who's excited for those V2s? I definitely am. I've actually ridiculously wanted that colorway since they first were calling it the peyote, which is, I believe what led into the butters, but as broke as I am, selling a bunch of other shit, and I'm still gonna try to pick up the V2s this weekend because that's like the only pair that I ever really go for, so. Okay. God damn it, I forgot that I need some fuel for my torch, so let's go do that and get going. Still love new Camaros so much. There we go. Gotta love having a convenience store at the base of your building. Ooh. There's like literally everything around here though. That's the most ridiculous part. And with it being summer, well, it's funny, it's summer, but the weather hasn't been too amazing as of yet. I mean, we've had some nice days, but it's super gloomy, so, but we're still getting the humidity. So being the big boy that I am, I've been working hard and getting in lots of exercise lately, but I've been realizing how out of shape I actually am. Yeah, I went and got groceries the other day, which was like literally right across the street. I mean, I came back with, I don't know, probably had 40, 50 pounds worth of groceries, but still I was dripping in sweat, like easily as much as my cardio that I had done earlier in the day. Well, I wouldn't say as much, but like almost as much. So it's just like, damn, your boy's out of shape. So that with a bunch of other stuff that's been going on lately, I know I talk about this a lot, but it is ever my biggest struggle. So we're taking the health initiative and we're finally getting this shit under order. Much better. As I use half the fuel that I just loaded into it. Now it's time for some dab sampling. Which leads me into something else that I want to talk about, which is awesome. We just legalized marijuana here in Canada. What? I mean, there's still a couple more steps for it to be like fully legal, but yeah, it's legalized up here now. So like within the next month, pretty much it'll take about a month, but then we'll just be able to go to our government ran liquor stores and just be able to buy weed across the counter and probably dabs and all the other stuff and have it be done properly by scientists and probably even have it be cheaper than it is now. Men's is down. So yeah, I think that's just like a big step in the right direction for so many reasons. And got some shit on it. It's the only problem with palm transitions. I always forget that I end up getting some smudges on the old screen. But yeah, this is going to be a huge step, or it is a huge step in the right direction towards us actually making some changes, not just here in Canada, but towards everywhere in the world. Because once we start seeing that, like, we took cue from everybody down in the States, after seeing everything get legalized down there and just like the influx of tax money that's just come in. And with Canada, a huge portion of our government's income, like over 60% of the government's income comes from foreign investors, and it has since like 1978. And everybody's complaining about foreign investing and how real estate, anyways, that's a whole nother fucking story. But yeah, everybody's complaining about the fact that like, yo, you have to shut out foreign investors in like certain areas and certain facets that the government's scrambling and trying to realize that they need other forms of income. So I think that's where we're doing this, but not to mention the fact that it's a fucking plant that grows in the ground. So let's try some. Okay, I got some Pineapple Express. That's what I'm going to try. That is a hybrid, some Colombian Gold, that's sativa, and then Northern Lights as the indica. So, Pineapple Express, please. One of my favorite shows on YouTube is It's Alive with Brad on Bon Appetit. And, oh, and he's got Binging with Babish on today's episode, so I'm gonna watch this while I take some tokes. Seriously, anything from Bon Appetit, that channel is ace. Amazing chefs, even better hosts for that matter. Oh, you betcha. Order. Oh, snap. That's dope. So they're making barbecue sauce out of kombucha, which is sick as fuck. If anybody has been watching this channel for a minute, you may know that I am a kombucha fiend. I love kombucha so much. I try to drink it every day. I've been slacking on it recently, but I guess I might as well tell you guys. I ordered the supplies I needed, and I'm gonna finally start brewing my own kombucha. So that'll be something sweet for the vlog. Start fermenting my own booch. So stoked for that one. It's gonna save myself lots of money, and I'll be able to start experimenting with a bunch of different flavors. I'm generally interested in the fermenting process and stuff, and I found out most about kombucha from Joe Rogan, but when I was looking into how to make it, I found out about it on Bon Appetit here, from old Brad. The relationship that Brad has with his cameraman is hands down the funniest shit ever. Amazing editing too. Oh, I was basing on it when I said it. His cameraman's name is Vinnie. And Brad's always like, hey Vinnie, what do you think about that one, huh? I don't think he's taking a big dab while saying that, but eh. Damn, that's tasty. Ooh-wee. Fuck, that's funny.
I'm gonna read off some measurements. Oh, look at this.
I was just about to say that Molly's the best, and then Claire started coming out of the freezer there. I was like, oh, Claire's best. No, hands down. Anybody from Bon Appetit. Shouts out. Pretty gross out there. This is a nice summer day, eh? It's so shenanigans though, like the fact that it's summer and it's meh. Alright, so the one thing I've been doing to making sure to stay on top of my my mental game and of course my physical is getting in some daily cardio. So it's time for that. Let's get into it. Alright, got in a good workout in. Yeah, I had to give myself a haircut. Not my best one to date, but I was in a rush. I was tired, it's hot out. I kind of butchered the over ear on this part, but still. Not too bad for doing it myself. Alright, so I know I have not been making as much videos as of late. Definitely not as much as I would like, and I know probably not as much as you guys would like to see, hopefully. At least that's probably why you're subscribed and such. But there's just been a whole crazy bunch of stuff going on with myself and a bunch of other things in general. But let's give you a look at what I've been working on and actually a little sneak peek at tomorrow's drop. Of course, the first time I shot this, I had the mic off. When you haven't been doing this in a few days, you tend to forget a couple things. But, so my Super Beast series that I've been working on for a little while, I take some of my favorite comic book heroes, superheroes, and just even characters in general from different cartoons and such, and then I put them with some kind of like hypebeast clothing, or in most cases, shoes. So for this one, finally finished the Frieza piece. So I'm gonna have prints of that available as well as this pink tee, which I think is fire. And what seems to be the favorite so far, the black long sleeve with the big pink box logo on it. Frieza box logo. So I'll probably actually have a version of that as well on a white t-shirt, and then I'm thinking about doing a pullover hoodie as well. So that'll be tomorrow's drop. So if you've got any money left after the butter drop, or if you just kind of passed out on those, like a bunch of people seem to be, I mean, whatever, everybody's into their own thing. Or even if you just want to support me, or you're really into the designs that I've been making, hit up createdreamsclothing.com for that drop tomorrow, and that'll be Saturday, June 30th at noon. Check it out and go from there. To go from that, I want to leave off with, there's no way I couldn't talk about this. If you're in the heavy metal scene, or even if you're just, I mean, freaking, you probably could have even saw it on the news or anything like that, is that I lost a really important childhood hero. Somebody that meant a lot to me, somebody that I even had the good fortune of meeting when I was younger. Vinnie Paul passed away at the age of 54 in his sleep, and he was the drummer originally for Pantera, and eventually for Damageplan, which was the band that he was in with his brother after Pantera, which was the era that I got to meet him in. And then after his brother was murdered on stage in Damageplan, he went on to play in Hell Yeah. That was the band that he was playing until the end, which was just recently, and that one hit me hard. So I was kind of down and out for a couple days, and it kind of took me a little bit to shake out of it, but luckily a bunch of you reached out with me on Twitter, and just even, I don't know, feel like I'm never getting good at dealing with these kind of things. I mean, death is never an easy one to deal with, especially when it's somebody that's been close to you, even if it's not like within, you know what I mean? If it's somebody that means something to you, it's still always going to be hard to deal with. But yeah, I was able to shake it off good enough, and I'm taking every initiative to push forward and essentially just to live the best life that I can. So I'm going to take all these ridiculous negatives as of late as fuel to push forward and for us to live the best life. And just even relaxing and watching Planet Earth earlier, the second one. I haven't seen the second one yet. Yeah, after watching Planet Earth, like, obviously I was blown away by the cinematography and stuff, but it really made me think of that old Louis Armstrong song, What a Wonderful World. A bunch of chaos going around, and you can just kind of surround yourself with some beautiful nature and other positive things, and think to yourself, what a wonderful world.
I see them blue for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.